Hello, I am Hired Mick, and I'm just going to sort of brief ball this, shoot from the hip type of thing. I used to be a content creator about, I say 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was 2020 when COVID kicked off. Basically when everyone started to get into any sort of content creation because we were all locked down in our homes and we just needed something to do, essentially. So I did pretty good. I think I only on YouTube side of things, I think I only got to about 20-30 subs. On the Twitch side of things, I got over 400 followers, and I was averaging between 7 to 13 viewers per stream average. So I mean, people drop in and out quite a lot. Now I've sort of decided to come back and to try things and see if I can give this thing another go. Now, the reason I did stop originally was because I've got our puppy called Dexter, and I wanted to help train him up. So I thought, I need to dedicate all of my time to training him, just for the best possible outcome. And then, so when I get hooked, sorry to deviate, when I get hooked, I'm just going to fast forward things. I think it's going to be a lot better. Anyway, to go back. So yeah, I thought it would be better for his best outcome to focus on training him. And then I did a few more, I think, here and there, a couple more streams over on Twitch. And then my wife was pregnant with our little boy. And so I decided not to come back to content creation until I felt he was old enough and settled in school. So he is settled now. He's in full-time education. So now is a good time for me to step back into things and give this another try. Now I'm focusing primarily on YouTube. I did want to... I love streaming. Streaming is amazing. But to be completely honest, with a 4-year-old running around, I don't believe I have 2 to 3 hours uninterrupted where I could just stream. Not unless he is in bed sleeping in the evening, which then, he can still call out for me. So I would like to stream a lot more than what I currently am, but I think YouTube is a little bit more safer and easier bet for me to achieve. Now, I've been back doing it for about 3 weeks, and well, no, I don't think that's correct. I think it's about 4 weeks now, and I've able to gain over 600 subscribers through YouTube Shorts, TikTok Shorts, and Instagram Reels, and just my general videos, comic book content. Now, when I originally did stream, it was just sort of random, and if I thought something, this would be cool to watch, I just sort of did it. Well, now I know things are different. In 2026, the streaming world and the content creation world is completely different to how it used to be back in 2020. Not only is everyone practically doing it, it's also more because of that, it's more saturated. But also, you need to find your little niche. You need to find something that you love watching, that you love talking and discussing. Because if you are making videos that you don't watch yourself and you don't enjoy to watch yourself, then nobody at all is going to watch your videos. So I love comic books. During 2020, I got very heavily big into comic books. Now, I didn't realize Marvel Unlimited or DC Universe Infinity, I think Infinity is actually the tier, but anyway, I didn't realize those subscription services actually existed for comic books. And I'm not well off, I don't have a huge amount of money, so buying comic books has always been more difficult to keep up. And although I would love the physical aspect of a comic book, the reality is, money-wise, subscriptions are just cheaper for me, especially with the amount of comics that I do read. And 2020 sort of kicked off and reignited my love for comic books. So I started getting big into them yet again. So my favorite was always Deadpool and Wolverine growing up. Well, when I got back into comics, I sort of was able to read a little bit more of Captain America, read a little bit more of Hulk. When I got on the DC side of things, I started learning about Swamp Thing, John Constantine, you know, and I got to dip and dive into not the lesser known comic characters, but the characters that I didn't know even existed. And, you know, the Sandman universe, I tried that out as well. And, you know, it's been a joy to get into comics, and I think my goal now is, through content creation, is to maybe get people more into comics, you know. There are some very dark and emotional storylines in comics, and I think my goal is, through shorts and through videos that are a little bit longer, to get people interested in comics and intrigued by a story. Now, obviously there will be spoilers, but I don't want to explain each panel, each page of a comic book, because ultimately that's the whole thing now. So there'll be like short little tidbits, maybe some fun facts, but there'll be something in there. You'll get the whole gist of the story through the videos, and then I would encourage people to go out and actually read those comics. At least that's the idea. And you know, so far it's been good. The numbers are there, surprisingly. Surprisingly, there is a audience for that. But I'm new to this again. You know, I feel like it's a complete reset, a complete reboot, and it's going to take a lot of getting used to. As you can see that I'm umming and ahhing quite a lot within this video, so it's going to be a lot to get used to. And I want to bring the horror content onto the channel as well, hence why I'm playing Dead by Daylight. When I used to stream, I did play Dead by Daylight. I was awful and dreadful, as you could probably tell from this gameplay. Who was not very good at it. But I've decided to come back to it because I enjoy watching Dead by Daylight, and you know, it's fun. And I had two of my friends said that, you know, 2v8 is fun. So this was definitely not the first game by 2v8. I died so many times. But this was the first one that actually worked with my recording software, because I was having a lot of tech issues. I'm going to be rewinding again here. So once those tech issues were sorted out, this was actually the first game, and I won. Or I survived, I should say. So that felt. So the sort of style of videos will be sort of, if I'm doing gameplay, like horror gameplay, it'll be sort of, you got the gameplay there, and I'm just going to talk over. Sort of like the classic COD commentaries that Woody Gamertag used to do, Wings of Redemption, X-Jaws, Jericho, Goggle, all those classic kind of the gist that I'm going to be doing, because that's the content I used to like to enjoy. Obviously, I am very open for suggestions on any different methods, editing styles, and games to play. But you know, I hope you enjoy what you do see, and you know, I'm just gonna hit you guys with the classic. You know, if you do enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm getting back into things, and you know, thank you for watching. Take care.